Hi everyone, Claudia here from Light and Clarity. I have your channeled messages for the week beginning Monday the 5th of December. Please be with me while I connect for you. Thank you. Alright, we have Master Merlin stepping in for you all this week. Going to make the connection stronger. Bear with me. Master Merlin says that at the moment he's standing with each of you and he's helping you to use the energy of creation, is what he's saying. He's helping you to use the energy of creation. He shows me that at the moment, he says, around the Christmas period, it's not here yet, but around that Christmas period, those of you who celebrate Christmas, those of you who don't, it's the same thing. The energy will start to slow down a little bit for that week, he says, but you're actually being built up at the moment to do with the energy of creation, because he's making me feel that there is the energy of manifestation. There's a period of manifestation that is slowly starting to come in for each of us. So he brings this into January. He's saying it's around the energy of, it's around January that the energy of manifestation will start to come in more and more, and you'll be able to start planning and doing some manifesting of your own. But right now, he's teaching about manifesting. He's teaching about the energy of creation. He's getting the energy of creation going, he says, within each of you. He's also showing me that some of you are being prompted by your teams to do with an area of your life or to do with a situation in your life that doesn't serve you, that no longer serves you, that is no longer that no longer needs to be, that you need to let go of, that needs to be washed away, quite basically. The only words I can use. So he shows me that your teams are starting to tap some of you on the shoulder and saying, hey, look, this is no longer needed, or this is or now it's time to let this go and move on from this. So they're alerting you that the end of this particular life lesson, whatever this is to do with, you're being told to let this go now and to move away from it and to move on. So you will and are being prompted by your teams to do with, so you will feel it through your intuitions what it is time for you to let go of, what it is that you've outgrown, and that it's time for you to let go and move off from that and keep moving ahead along your paths. He's smiling. He's smiling at all of you. He's just looking. He's just saying to me that. What are you saying here? Hang on. Some of you try very hard, he says. Some of you are not trying at all. These are his words. This is not mine. Some of you are struggling to make something fit that isn't fitting, and some of you are actually not not being as proactive as you could be. I'll use different words. He says it's all right to sit on the fence for the moment, for those of you who are. And some of you are quite happily sitting on that fence because you're just not really wanting to change things. And he's saying that regardless of that, you're all going to be moved off that fence and moved forward. Regardless of that, you're going to do that. Some of you will be paddling in waters you're not used to paddling in, and they're going to be new waters. There's nothing wrong with that. You're just going to learn how to paddle differently than what you ever have. And some of you are actually going to be releasing something in your lives that's been quite substantially with you. So whether this is a relationship or a job, there's something some of you are going to release that's quite substantial, and you're happy to sort of let that go. It's like it's been a natural flow of letting go, a natural flow of it moving out of your lives. So there's a lot of different things that Merlin is saying today that will suit some of you and not others, and others will suit the other parts of it. So he's really addressing a big eclectic group here from what I can feel. Now in closing, he takes you to the heart center. He's really opening up the heart center. And he's saying that a lot of you are far more capable of doing things than you actually are admitting to yourself. You are actually able to do far more than you are. A lot of you like to keep yourselves nicely so, encompassed in this little fence around you. This is me and this is it. And he's saying, no, we need you to open those gates, knock down that fence, because you actually can do more than what you think you can. And it's because he says you don't want to step out of your comfort field, your comfort zone, that you're not. And he's saying now is the time to start looking at. He says, plan what it is that you'd like to try that you haven't tried, and we want you to go and do it. He says this is going to bring energy in, motivation, higher vibration, and it's going to upskill you, he says. So it's going to build on the next thing and then build on the next. It's going to allow you to build on your life, on your goals, on what is it you came to achieve. So that building is building the self-confidence, and your self-confidence grows when you step out of your comfort zone. So he's encouraging you to look farther afield than what you have. All right. He's not saying much more. See if there is anything else. Okay. So the other thing he's saying is love yourselves. Love yourselves. See yourselves in a better light, in a brighter light. It's interesting. There was a healing I was doing for a client, and the message was very similar to this client as well today. So they're actually bringing that to all of you. Okay, that you're far more capable than you give yourselves credit for, than you're aware of, and it's time to step forward and not hold back anymore. So he talks about this in terms of goals, that he wants you to start planning goals for next year now. Start looking at what it is that you want, and start looking at what it is you haven't done that you'd like to accomplish. Stepping outside your comfort zone, what's going to build your confidence, he says, start looking at that and start doing it. All right, I'm going to thank Merlin for coming in. All right. Well, much love. And I'll connect with all of you again soon. Thanks, everybody.